but we're just kicking off from yesterday. Just filmed the video that you guys saw yesterday, and it was about the ghost seat in the 24 Tacoma. I have this as a rental, and I just I'm having issues with the seat, just kind of relaxing. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, so I finished that video. I told you about my complaint, and I was about to leave, and I noticed the blinking on the screen here for 4 high, and I'm thinking, I'm not in 4 high, am I? So I look down, and I am in 4 high. Now you guys can't see it very well because my leg's leaning on it. So I'm kind of getting into my likes and dislikes of the vehicle, which I didn't want to do yet, but it's, you know, it's important for this particular situation. I think the interior of the 24 or the 4th gen is the same as the 3rd gen. I have the same kind of headroom. I have the same cab feeling. It doesn't feel bigger. It doesn't feel smaller. It literally feels the same. It's shaped differently. Things look different, but it's about the same size to me. However, the center here has a lot more going on. It's thicker. So even though I personally have an issue with the 3rd gen with my leg leaning on an area that's uncomfortable to me, it's more open. This definitely is more enclosed with stuff. And on the 3rd gen, the switch or knob for turning it to 4-wheel drive is on the dash compared to the center console here. Now, I think this is a huge problem because I've only been driving this for 2 days, and I accidentally just went into 4-wheel drive. And I did that with my leg, and I didn't even know it. And I don't even know how to put this in 4-wheel drive. I haven't needed it yet. Yesterday was pretty snowy conditions and stuff, but it was enough where 2-wheel drive is still fine. I fishtailed a little going around turn, but that's only because I gave it a little bit of juice. Driving, you know, carefully, it was fine. However, so you can see we have, let me zoom in for you. 4 low, 4 high, 2 high. Right? I can't turn this, it's locked. And when I'm fiddling, I'm like, well, how do you unlock it? And I thought, maybe, okay, drive mode, no, it's totally different. And then I noticed that there's a button on the side. So you have to push this button in to be able to rotate this and change modes, right? So my leg leaning on this, it obviously depressed this enough, and then maybe I shifted or turned or whatever and pulled back. That's all it took to put it into 4 high. All right, so now we're back into 4 high. Well, my camera's freaking out. Okay, so that's really not good. I don't know if this is an issue. Let's see, 4 high is going to shut off. Yes, it did. No idea if this is an issue with people who've been driving these. You know, obviously I'm a bigger dude. You know, I'm not on my 600-pound life or anything, but, you know, I'm not a scrawny guy either. My leg is resting against this. It's resting against the safety button, essentially, for the drive mode, right? Well, not drive mode, but you know what I'm saying, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. So that's not good at all. That would also be a deal breaker for me buying one of these trucks. Now, again, this could be a fluke. Maybe that would never ever happen again if I drove this every day. I have no idea. I can only go by my personal experience, and this just happened. I'm glad I noticed it. It's not a huge deal, you know, but I'm respectful. Like, I don't want to break this truck. I'm renting it. Yes, it's covered under insurance, but I'm treating it nicely. I mean, yeah, I'm having a little fun with it. I'm seeing what it can do, but, you know, I don't want to break it or anything. And I don't want to drive around on, you know, dry pavement with 4-wheel drive. That can damage, you know, the 4-wheel drive for this vehicle. So I'm glad I noticed it. So there was no damage and no issue, right? But that's no good. I don't like that at all. That's, again, a huge deal breaker for me, personally. There's a lot I like about the truck. I think it's cool looking. I really do. It's aggressive and kind of, it's just cool. It's more powerful. It has more torque. It has more horsepower. That motor freaks me out as far as maintenance, you know, the electric motor, but it does give you more oomph. I don't like the idea that it's, you know, a 4-cylinder turbo. Again, I know a lot of people say it's you know, technology is fine. Obviously, it works fine. We'll see when these have 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles on them. We'll see if anything needs to be replaced. But it scares me as an owner, you know, so that's why I wouldn't want one of these. Now, luckily, I can't afford it because the 4th gen went up like 10 to 15,000 across the board on everything. This truck right now, spec'd out, is probably $57,000, $58,000. $58,000 for a Toyota Tacoma with a 4-cylinder turbo engine and another little electric motor. You know what I'm saying? It has a short little bed on it. I'm sure a lot of people would buy this truck and love it, but having and driving and loving my 3rd gen, I just like that more, you know. But I'm getting into the whole, you know, the whole idea about the truck. This is just about this specific issue. I am not into it. It's bugging me. It's bugging me bad. So I'm glad I'm not like annoyed because I just bought the truck and have to deal with this kind of stuff. So that's positive. That's cool. But it's still bumming me out because I actually started digging the truck, and then, you know, one thing after another now I'm not liking. I actually just discovered this, which I thought was cool. So here's the rear view mirror, but it's also an electric rear view mirror. So there is a camera that's right above the rear window. So essentially you're using this like this is a regular mirror right now. However, if you flick the switch on the bottom, which traditionally would change the angle slightly so that if someone's high beams are in your face, you can lower those so you can see better. But in this case, this switches from me looking out the back window to the camera that's out the back window. So this is like really beneficial for anyone who has like passengers in the back. You have tall passengers and maybe you can't see well because their heads, or like me, I put so much crap in the truck all the time. Sometimes my back seat, you know, it's all the way to the ceiling with gear or whatever, bags, you know, whatever was going on. Like when I went for Christmas, I had to put all the presents in the back. I couldn't see out of the rearview mirror. So my 3rd gen doesn't have this. That's really cool. That's an awesome positive feature. You got your back seat packed up, no big deal. Now you got a fresh view of what's behind the truck with no interruption, right? But I wouldn't trade that really cool feature for I might throw it into 4-wheel drive on the highway, you know, doing 75 or 80, you know. So yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm relieved I didn't buy the truck. I'm not crapping on it. I don't like that. That's a bad thing for me personally. I'm sure most people, especially if you're not a bigger person, it would not be an issue. And even if you are a bigger person, maybe that never happens again, but it just happened to me. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit, to be honest. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I'll see you tomorrow with a different video. It won't be another Tacoma video. Although I have a lot more to say that'll be for a future video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with something different. Take care.